besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing great. I am in such a good mood and can't wait to film today. Before we get into it, I just want to remind you, of course, we are getting so close. I think we're like 200 away from 138,000 besties on this channel, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Also, my second channel, which will be linked below, is like about to hit 13,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Thank you so much because we just created that. Okay, we have big Shane Dawson news. So, before we get into that, I just need to tell you that you all probably know, or if you don't know, I have my rabbit, Monty. Now, I love Monty, and it's been so hard for me to get Monty a partner, as in like another male. Not that I'm assuming his sexuality, but I'm just saying, you know, because I don't want babies. So, I have been trying so hard to get him like another rabbit partner. But pet shops are refusing to sell them to me because they want me to buy two from them, and they're basically saying that they're basically trying to do a sales tactic. So, you know, I buy two rabbits from them as opposed to doing one, but yet they sold me Monty on his own because they basically, that was all they had at that time. So it's just very confusing, and for months upon months now, I've been trying to get Monty someone, and I'm getting really close, and now I'm putting it out there. I'm manifesting. I know y'all out there like to manifest as well, so we're putting it out there. This is the rabbit that I'm so close to getting as, you know, a little partner for Monty. Now, again, this can like fall through at any minute, and this might not work out, and all things, you know, considered, but I'm just saying that I'm really holding out hope for it, because I really would like to, you know, have him get a friend and work on that, introducing him and stuff. So, I mean, I'm putting it out there that if it's meant to be, of course, it'll work out. The person is from Derry as well, so I'm just putting that out there. So that's currently what has been going through in my thoughts today. I'm talking to the person online. They only correspond over Gmail, which is really weird. Like, give us your phone number so I can text you. That's really weird. And then the other thing is Lana Del Rey just announced her new single, and it's so fucking good, and I will definitely be living vicariously through Lana Del Rey's new era of music for the next at least 6 months of my life. Her new song, I've been listening to it on loop today, and I will definitely be embodying a more Lana Del Rey vibe in my life, because that's what I do. You know, I model my life off of other people. This month's candidate, Lana Del Rey. Okay, but hi besties, now let's get into the Shane Dawson update. So, Jesus Christ, we've been through this now. Y'all know the updates that we be given on Shane Dawson. You know, here and there, he likes to do little things where it's kind of like slowly creeping his way back into the internet for the inevitable comeback that's going to happen. Now, all things considered, I believe his comeback is going to go very well. He still has like 22 million subscribers. Jeffree Star has came back and is still getting millions of views, while he is now after the Kanye thing. But, you know, before that, Jeffree was getting like 600,000, and, you know, it seemed to affect him a bit, but now he's back up. So if Jeffree was able to come back from, you know, all the stuff that was getting thrown at him this summer, I don't see, unfortunately, you know, why Shane will be unaffected by that. And as we're aware, there is a demand for him back on the platform. There are a bunch of really underage fans still out there. So he'll always succeed on the platform, and the platform will never hold him responsible. So, you know, he'll come back and he'll be fine, he'll make his money. But I think this transitional period is definitely very interesting, because it's his way of like kind of coming back without coming back. So he's not posting a YouTube video, but he's on social media, so people are aware of his presence, but they're not able to like attack a YouTube video, you know what I mean? So he has been posting on the likes of, you know, his Instagram story, and, you know, promoting Ryland and just doing little updates. And now he's doing something really weird. And now initially, I was like, okay, like, I get it. He was posting a bunch of updates on his Instagram story of him playing Animal Crossing. Seemingly, first of all, Animal Crossing is a very wholesome game, and you can say I'm looking into it too much, but a lot of people believe that the reason he's doing that is because Animal Crossing is one of the most widely loved games, especially over this, like, past year. So, of course, like, people are gonna love him talking about it. I think that's definitely interesting to consider. However, I believe that whenever he was posting all these, it was a great distraction, because people love Animal Crossing, they can relate to the game, whether it was Shane or not. You know, they're just here for the Animal Crossing content. And so, it's very interesting though, because whenever he was starting to do these Animal Crossing updates, I'm gonna show you now, he was posting so many of them. And now, again, it's social media, he can come back and he can do that, whatever. But the most interesting thing is that he's using this to sell merchandise. Oh my god, everything this man does is planned and manipulative and calculated. So his fans were literally coming at drama channels who were saying that, you know, he's using Animal Crossing as a tactic, you know, come back. And they were like, you're reaching or whatever. Then literally an hour later, Shane Dawson posts on his Instagram story, after all the Animal Crossing, the dun 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 dun, skipping through the Animal Crossing, promoting his merchandise. And then on top of that, I'm gonna show you. But basically, all of the people who've ever bought from Shane Dawson are now being alerted of sales and, you know, new merchandise. So again, all of that wasn't him being wholesome and innocent and wanting to, you know, share a fun game with his subscribers. It was tactical to get views on his platform again so that he could sell more merchandise, so he could make more money without directly coming back to his YouTube channel. Because as we're seeing, people who are still defending Shane are getting a lot of backlash. So you can only imagine, still, he will have supporters, but you can only imagine, you know, that first video back and the backlash on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, you know, on the YouTube comments, the filtered YouTube comments. And it's like, it's gonna be very interesting, and I think it's very shady. And so after promoting the merchandise, he then went back to doing the Animal Crossing and then promoting the merchandise again, and then the email went out. So, oh my god, you cannot say anymore that, you know, he just wanted to share a nice moment with his fans. He did that to lure these young people in, and then was like, new merchandise, and we're gonna go through it now. And again, this is why I have no motherfucking problem talking about this. You know why? Because he likes to post on his platforms enough to get his fans to think that, oh, he's back, he's sharing things with us, oh, I feel so involved. And then he's like, merchandise, sale, I don't want you to buy this merchandise, but only if you want to buy it. Like, oh my god, like, I need the money. Like this bullshit. He did this over summer by sending out emails to the customers or whatever, but now directly doing it on your Instagram stories where you're luring people in, and then like the last one where they've clicked through all that, they're engaged, is maybe you guys want to buy my merchandise. You know, it's a way of him making money, folks, without coming back to that YouTube channel. Because again, we're seeing that he's still getting major backlash. You know why? Because he isn't addressing things. And whenever Trisha Paytas, oh my god, saying so much right now, I'm gonna give myself a fucking heart attack. Whenever Trisha Paytas is going on the H3 podcast, the Frenemies one, and basically alluding to Shane, you know, he's coming back very soon, you know, he has something planned. And then whenever they're giving Shane the cancellation award of basically, you know, most brutal cancellation, Trisha's like, oh, I know Shane is gonna love this award. He's gonna look at this like an honor. And then she is, you know, attacking the Smith family for coming at Shane. It shows us that that's what the inner circle are thinking. So that is, in my opinion, by assuming, now, we never like to assume, but assuming that's what Ryle and Shane, you know, everyone involved thinks as well. And, I mean, we have no reason not to believe that that's not how they think. Or how they think, I don't know which one. Just because, you know, they haven't addressed the Smith family, and they just, you know, avoided it. All of them. Now let's get into his Instagram stories and him manipulating his fans again, and exploiting them into believing that he's their friend. Oh my god, I'm sharing things with you. I know I'm still cancelled, but if you want to buy my merchandise, look, I'm sharing a fun game I'm playing with you, but only if you'll buy my merchandise at the end. So, I have a bunch to show you. Between Instagram stories, the merchandise, the emails to customers, there's a lot to go through right now. So, he did a bunch of stories that were like, do you want to see my Animal Crossing? And it was like 50-50 of people who were, you know, voting like that they want to see it or not. And 33% people said that they didn't want to see it. So basically, this is when the Instagram story started. So he said, "Okay, update coming soon. For the 33% who said no, I understand and I agree with you, quirky. Actually, first, please help me figure out which Switch case I should use. Once again, I'll be 33 in July." So he was doing voting. Again, engaging his audience to believe that they're involved in the process, and then hit them at the end with merchandise available. Y'all, I really want you to buy this, but only if you want. And, you know, I really need the money. Are we seeing through this? I don't care if I get backlash in this video because I'm seeing through the bullshit. Here we go. My island. Look, guys, he's just sharing little cute updates with everyone because, you know, we're all friends. Oh, yay, we're besties. My snowman and flamingos don't have names yet. I'll let you know when they do. We'll be very excited. I'm sure you will, but you'll update us after we've bought the merchandise. Thank you, Simitara, for the dog. He's my only friend on this island. The villagers hate me. I forced Rylan to make one, and the first thing I did was take him to my rich friend's house. But Shane, aren't you the rich one? This room is huge, so we're going on. He was overwhelmed by the size of her... So keep in mind, by the way, how many Instagram stories he's posting right now without addressing anything. Again, Shane, come back and address things, and then we can't use that argument against you. You know what I mean? We can't come on here and be like, he hasn't addressed things and he's doing this. Fucking address it so we can't even use that argument. You know what I mean? That'll save you a little bit. Jesus Christ. So then just sharing a bunch more of the island of him and Rylan playing. Okay, then we went at Simitara's bed. Now that's like one of his longtime fans that he's like kept on a podcast, and done podcast episodes with her. I remember from watching Shane's videos that she was like a super fan and they're friends now. So that's who that is if you don't know. I wonder if Rylan will ever open the game again. Probably not. Oh well, we had fun. And then the end. And now, after engaging his audience in doing polls and saying that I just wanted to share this really fun game that I'm playing, all like this, now is when we start to see the real reason he was doing it. Right, folks? Let me ask the motherfucking audience. So then, keep in mind the way that he's phrased this. Now, a couple months ago, Shane got so much backlash for promoting his merchandise and saying that, you know, some people like sales and I don't want you to buy my merchandise, but maybe if you do, you know, like, I know some people like sales. I'm not saying I do, but I just want you to know that the merchandise is out there and there is a sale on right now. So only if you want it, but, you know, only if he was promoting his merchandise in this really weird way like that. And keep in mind, he got so much backlash for it, okay? And now, he's back to doing the same motherfucking thing for the exact same merchandise. If it didn't work the first time, Shane, why are you assuming it's gonna work for the second time? Also, no pressure to get anything at all, ever. You used the exact same thing and got so much backlash for saying that, Shane. Also, no pressure to get anything at all, but there's a beginning of a year sale on my shop and everything is 21% off. Yay! So now that we're besties, now that I've showed you my Animal Crossing, now that I've, you know, came back, whenever I strategically come back, whenever I want you to watch Ryland's podcast or watch a video that I'm, you know, promoting that I've done or buying my merchandise, you know, now that I've made you feel like I care about you enough, do you want to buy my merchandise? Here's the thing, at the end of the day, you have to feel sad for the fans who are still, like, okay with this behavior, because they're looking back at, like, anytime he's came back to his Instagram stories, and it's for a reason. Watch Ryland's podcast. Buy this merchandise. Watch this old video of me. There's never ever just been like an update. You know what I mean? Also, no pressure to get anything at all, ever. But there's the beginning of a year sale on my shop and everything is 21% off. And it goes on. First of all, Shane, I'm sorry, but this merchandise, spiraling, I love mental health merch. It's quirky. So then we have another one that he did. Also, this year I plan on spiraling a lot less, but I still love the design a lot. You mean the stolen design from NASA? I'm sure NASA love the design too. Okay, that's it. Yeah, y'all, that's it. Now that he's, you know, brought you in with the Animal Crossing, made you feel involved in the community, now you can buy the merchandise. But that's it. Okay, that's it. Have a good weekend. See you on the island. And now it goes on. Like, there's more. So someone tweeted me this. Adam, I regret ever supporting Shane and Jeffrey during the conspiracy palette debacle, but I just got this in my email and I'm pretty sure that I've already unsubscribed. And then I got more tweets that were like, Adam, I'm not subscribed to Shane Dawson's, you know, store, but I'm getting all these emails from him. Right after all those, you know, Animal Crossing stories, you know, the ones that were making us feel like fans. Or friends. Both. And it says this. The subject is, treat yourself for a new year. Girl, if the idea of treating myself is buying Shane Dawson pig merch, girl, I better self-love myself a lot better. Holy fuck. Treat yourself for a new year. Shane Dawson, 21% off the entire store. So basically, what he was, you know, using the Instagram stories to promote is now what everyone is getting sent out on a mass email. And are we not realizing that him doing this is still so fucking shady? Because it honestly is just a way of continuously making income without addressing the people that are very angry at you. Most of them being your fans. Imagine being a really hurt fan by the things that have came up against Shane Dawson, and you're getting these emails that are like, sale now on, and you're like, okay. So then we go on, and right before another alleged email was sent out from Shane and Jeffrey's team, he posted more on the Instagram story about Animal Crossing. Serious question, does the speed bag show a question about Animal Crossing going on? And anyone know? So like letting the audience, you know, be involved again. And then it goes on and he says, update worth it. Now that was all that he had posted other than, "K, I'm done, I promise. No more AC posts for a while. Happy Sunday." Was you doing, you know, this in it, implying, you know, your money as well? That's a reach, but I just know. Okay, so y'all, he's done posting Animal Crossing now. You know why? Because, you know, he already told you that there's a sale on the website. Is anyone seeing through this? Anyone at all? I get that as a YouTuber you have to be tactical in your selling methods, whatever, but this is just straight up making your audience feel like they're your friend or involved with you whenever you don't care about them and haven't for the past couple months at least. So no more Animal Crossing for a while, and then right after that, more people were coming forward on Twitter saying that they were getting another reminder email. New sale on the Shane Dawson website. Come on, really? Like, we're looking at this, right, from obviously a more critical eye, but imagine the actual fans out there, you know, like the die-hard fans, still to this day, who want him to, you know, apologize or come back at least, and he only ever comes back with the intent of wanting to sell a product. I'd imagine those minor fans would be very disappointed. I'm genuinely curious to see if anyone else is seeing through this bullshit. And it's like, we've talked about this sale tactic that he's been doing over the past couple of months especially, that, you know, I've had a really hard year, new merch available, you know what I mean? It's, in my opinion, allegedly, emotionally manipulative into buying products. Now, this is like whenever YouTubers, like Tana Mojo, for example, always comes on and is like, please buy my merchandise so I can keep my lights on. Again, with Tana, it's kind of like a joke, but we know that Tana lives in a multi-million-dollar house. You don't need your fans to buy your merchandise so that you can keep your lights on. And Shane, you having a shitty year is not why people should want to buy your merchandise. They should want to buy it because it's good quality. They like you as a person. They can stand by you. They want to go out and people be like, is that Shane Dawson merchandise? And they're like, yeah. I don't know anyone who would proudly wear Shane Dawson pig merchandise. At least now. Maybe in a couple months when he comes back and he's loved again. But not right now. Maybe Trisha Paytas. Maybe that's it. Guys, I want to know how you're feeling about this. I think it's super shady. And it was one of the first times that I told a couple people about it. And they were like, what do you mean? And I explained it. And they were like, holy shit, that's shady. And I didn't think about it that way. And I'm not saying I'm this genius because I'm not. All I'm saying is you just need to look into it a bit further and look at the narrative this is being presented to us and how it has been presented to us for the past couple months. Especially with this I'm spiraling merch. Back in summer he was saying that, oh, I'm literally spiraling and I would really appreciate if you could get this merch, but I don't need you to get it, you know, but if you want to get it, manipulative. And now as well, oh my god guys, let me show you my island, we're all besties. And then the final one is, can you buy my merch? And then it's like, okay, no more Animal Crossing. Like he literally said, no more Animal Crossing posts. Because you already let them know about the sale. I mean, smart. It's smart. These people are smart businessmen. Him and Jeffrey. I've always complimented both of them on that. They are very business savvy. They kind of have to be. But nonetheless, congratulations for being that, and you know that you have a young audience and you can milk that. Congratulations. At what cost? At what cost? It's so shady. And the fact it keeps happening over and over again, especially Shane doing the same promo method with the exact same merch that he did a couple months ago and got so much backlash for, it shows that they don't care. You know what I mean? They love it. They love the controversy. You know what I mean? We'll talk about it below. I'll make sure to read over your comments. Let's have that conversation below. How do you feel about this? And now at this stage that if he comes back and he does a series that it's like, I reflected and I was getting, you know, torn apart and whatever, I had such a rough year, we're gonna know that you didn't go away and you're alluding to not even having a rough year on your Instagram story. And it's like, everything that, you know, he could say that would really help him in a series about himself and self-discovery and being cancelled, we can contradict now because we followed the timeline and we know that it's not true. So again, that'll be interesting. That's why the rumors on the block, allegedly, are saying that the first video back will be a wedding video or a wedding series. You know what I mean? We'll see. It'll probably be this year as it is, you know what I mean, with Trisha alluding to it. I'll see you in my next one. Stay safe, stay happy. I hope you're all doing great. Bye, besties. bitch. Sorry, I don't know why I called you that. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.